Hello everyone. So I made a matchbook, which I thought was perfect for flat space to write in for the Muppet Journal, and now we'll be working on some with scraps. Now these pieces I did cut down to 4 inches. That's about it. That's all I did. And so this is how I make my matchbooks. You can do yours differently, of course. I just try to do that. This part, again, I try to make sure it's above it, but not too far above it. About halfway, give or take a little. And then I fold it in. And then I take my glue here and I fold this part in so I know where my glue needs to be. Here. And I'm overdoing the glue today due to my refill. So that's how I make them. And they come out different sizes depending on your length. So you always want to kind of think about how you're going to have this part. If you want this to be forward facing and this part to be forward facing, this is how I do it. You don't have to do it the same way I do. This is how I do it to make sure everything's correct facing. So I'm going to let that dry for a bit. And we're just making a few of them. They can be longer. I do recommend trying to make sure they're shorter than your pages, which does mean you want to make sure they're shorter than 4 inches more than likely to fit into a pocket. And that's the only thing I say is width-wise, you want it less than 4 inches. Or at 4 inches. And these are just scraps that I have sitting. And I was sick of them sitting, so this was my way of using them up. And I really noticed this corner, or this edge is really messy. So let's make it a little straighter. So you might do that like I did. It's okay. I don't use a lot of oranges and yellows, except I do because I want to use them up more. But like these I'll probably be putting up in my store to sell, because chances are I'm not going to use them after I decorate them, of course. And I know this. So I want to be able to use them up again. I don't want to keep everything I make. Or I might just put it in a use it up journal. I don't know. We'll see. And this one, it's just funky all the way around. So I'm cutting it to make the most sense for me. But again, these work perfectly in pockets, and again, it gives you more writing space other than tags and journaling cards. Because if you're anything like me, I get sick of doing tags all the time. Like, honestly, I feel like tags are constant. Sorry about the cough. But again, this makes it nice and easy to use. And if you end up having this issue, like what I'm currently having, I folded it so it works now. Flip it open. Yeah. Flip it closed. Hopefully this one doesn't do the same to me. It did. Sometimes that's what happens. But that's okay. It's an easy fix. And again, matchbooks are just a fun little idea to use pieces and have fun with them a little bit. And again, sometimes this happens. So you just got to realign it if that happens to you. It might. Don't get me wrong. Chances are it's going to. Not everything's always perfect. So let's decorate some of these. I think I'm going to grab, again, my postage stamps again here. And we're just going to add them onto here. Give them a little bit of a look. And you can, of course, distress. I did distress my one, but I chose not to distress these. So, there we go. That one. Let's see. And I am choosing the plainer coffee dyed paper for these over the ones that are not coffee dyed, just because that's how I want these ones to look. I want them to have the plain coffee dyed papers rather than my decorative food colored dyed papers. So and again, this just gives it a tiny bit of decoration without being too much. fun making faux post stamps. I like overdid it. I'll admit it. I made a lot of faux postage stamps when I made them. But that's okay. Because look at how easy it was to decorate these. And they're all done. So we got 4 done here. And I kind of want to decorate this one too, just a little bit, because it looks too plain. So I'm just cutting this line right here. I mean, I really like these colors, but this bottom part just looks too plain in my world. And it's a thin enough lace that I am using my art glitter glue to glue it. And that's just to get some of that glue not to be everywhere. So we got a thin piece there. I'm thinking of other things I could be adding to it that would be nice and small. I think I have itty bitty pieces inside this lovely piece that I have. Like, I know I have that, but I don't really want that. I want to find a smaller piece. So let's see if we can find something smaller. I know, it's crazy. What do you mean by smaller? I know I have itty bitty pieces in here, and I don't necessarily keep track of them all very well. This was the other one I was thinking of. This orange one. Kind of like the green one better. Really bad at putting my drawers back in correctly. Make this a tiny bit smaller by, yeah, just that tiny little piece. And this is just with copy paper. If you don't have decorative copy paper or single-sided scrapbooking paper, you could, I think, let's see. Let's just use this. So I'm gonna cut off the edge here, and then take this edge and cut it down to 4 inches. And again, it don't matter the height necessarily. So let's see here. To make sure that the words are lined up, you can easily take book page and do the same thing. And yeah, I'm just rubbing my finger across it so it goes easier. It spreads out right away. So there we go. A cute little simple matchbox book piece. So I hope you enjoyed this video and making these with me. Again, a nice simple project for those of you who are getting sick of just making journaling cards and tags to be your writing pieces in a journal. Come up with some flips. So enjoy the rest of your dear night. Bye.